Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So I'm gonna keep it going with the winter prep stuff. Snow isn't here yet, but I know it's gonna snow when I least expect it. I'm making sure I can get as much stuff done as I can while it's not freezing out. The TL is still sitting low, so I gotta raise it up. It should help with clearance when the snow piles on and I need to drive. Alright, I need to get to work. Let's go. Alright, let's check out the car real quick. I don't know if you can tell from the front of my car, but the car is still sitting fairly low. I do scrape on my driveway every time I go in and out. As you can see from the side, the front has about a 3-inch drop, basically less than a 1-finger drop. Definitely have to raise it up. Need to take the wheel off and adjust the coilover collars. While the wheels are off, I'm gonna say bye to the pumpkin Brembos. So definitely gonna peel those off. The rears are about the same, about a 2.5-inch drop with maybe a 1-finger gap. I really love the look right now and where it stands, but it's really not suited for the snow at this height. If you live in warmer climates and don't have to deal with the harsh snow, damn, I'm super jealous of you guys. Taking one last look at it before I get to work. Till springtime, TL. I'll drop you again in the spring. I'm doing the usual work. Check up the car, remove the wheels so I can have access to the coilovers. I also have some coilover covers to see if it would help with preventing the coilovers from seizing. Before that, I'm going to put some anti-seize on to help prevent it from seizing up. Man, having coilovers is a love and hate relationship. I love having the adjustability, but I hate having to adjust the collars. It could just be me because I'm lazy. Bags are out of my budget though, unfortunately, so I just gotta deal with it. Front coilovers were no problem. Not seized or anything. When I put the anti-seize on by itself, it gets a little thick, so a little trick that I learned to thin it out is to spray some WD-40 first around the area, then apply. Definitely helps thin it out. I don't need a thick coat. I tried putting on the coilover covers, but the ones I bought were too small. According to the reviews, they did fit on some cars. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit on the TL, but I figured out a solution after I started working on the rears. I did order some front ones, so those are gonna have to go on another time. Please guys, don't do what I did with the Brembos. I tried to peel off the vinyl with my fingernails. I mean, I was successful, but it was tedious and painful. Since it was cold out, the vinyl was a lot stickier. So heating it up with a heat gun or blow dryer would help significantly. If I didn't have long nails, I would have tried to heat it up and use a razor blade to scrape it off. Faster and less painful. If you guys don't know, the word Brembo on the caliper is painted on, not vinyl. I finally got to see how durable the paint is, and it holds up really well. I was scared the vinyl would have took off some paint during removal. I briefly explained how I sprayed the calipers in one of my previous videos if you want to check that out. Cleaned off any sticky residue with some wheel cleaner and a rag. Put the wheel back on, and I can move on to the front passenger side. Same situation here. Raise the car, take off the wheel, clean up the coilovers, adjust the collars, which was still tiring. Clean up the threads, spray it with WD-40, apply some anti-seize, work the lock collar up, and finally tighten the collars. Same thing with the Brembos. I'm surprised my fingernails didn't break off. Cleaned it up and I can finally put the wheel back on. If you didn't notice, my hoodie was on. I had to hurry it up. Dang guys, it started raining, so I had to hurry it up with the passenger side. I did get it done, but I gotta do the rears some other time. Maybe tomorrow if it doesn't rain, but we'll see. Yeah, I was right over there. It started raining, as you guys can see. So let me show you guys the weird stance real quick. Yep. That's how it's looking right now. Damn. That one's tucked. That one's monster truck. Oh, that sucks. Oh well.
3 days later.
Yeah guys, it's finally a nice day out. Before I get started again, let's take a look at the wax stance. Back half is still lowered, which looks great actually, but doesn't match the fronts. The front is looking like a monster truck compared to the rears. Ha! 3-finger gap to be exact compared to 1 finger in the rear. Alright guys, this is going to be day 2 of me working on the car. This is a few days later, but at least it's sunny out. We got to continue on getting the rears done. Let's go. Chalking up the fronts for some extra safety measure. One on the driver's side, one on the passenger side. Before I continue on with raising the rears, I need to re-grease the rear sway bar links. I need to re-grease these once in a while to maintain them and prevent them from having any further issues in the future. I didn't do this all year, so I definitely need to re-grease them. I have aftermarket ones from Moog. They come with grease fittings, so it's super easy to re-grease. I have a grease gun ready to go. Need to clean the fittings real quick though. Insert the hose into the fitting, pump a few times till it swells up, and it should be good to go. After that, I can start raising up the rear coilovers. Should be the same procedure as the fronts. The only difference is the rears were a lot harder to raise than the fronts. Might be more caked up with dirt and debris, I'm not 100% sure. Looking back at it now, I could have cleaned it up more with a spray hose. Maybe that would have helped out versus just using WD-40 and wiping it clean. I raised it up the best that I could, but at a certain height, it really gets hard to turn the coilovers. Seems like it was pretty much seized up from the top half. I do remember it being really hard to adjust the collars when I was lowering it. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed, but I had to move on. I raised it up about halfway, so some progress is better than none. Also, I did end up using the coilover covers, even though the coilovers were just about seized up. But this is more experimental than anything. What I did was I ended up doubling up the covers, which was really easy actually. They attached together by Velcro. Basically, Velcro to pair together and then wrapped up the coilovers along with some zip ties to help them lock in place. Really not even sure if this is going to help, but we'll see when I remove them next season. Same procedure with the other side. Re-grease the rear sway bar links before trying to raise the coilovers. The same thing happened with the collars, really tough to raise up. I got this off camera, but I tried using a spring compressor to relieve some weight off the collars, but still nothing. Rears are gonna have to stay that way for now until I figure it out. Let me know in the comments below if you have any tips on this issue. This is my first set of coilovers ever, so I'm learning as I go. Alright guys, I just got done with doing the rears, and I gotta say I'm a little disappointed that the coilover collars already got seized. I've had it for a while, probably a couple years now, but unfortunately it's already seized, at least from the top half. The bottom half is okay, does require a little bit more strength to lower it, but I just gotta deal with it, I guess. I guess at least in the meantime I gotta find replacements for the rears or figure out something, but I'll figure it out. So alright guys, thanks for watching the video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.